Because this era of y'all spouting show unchecked is over. If you cannot provide examples within the last 5 years of all three, you are getting blocked. Don't make up play with me. I struck a nerve. Okay, so I gotta start again because I just read that message and ooh, brother man was spicy. He got real spicy with me. Well, excuse me, they, them. I don't know what they identify as. It might be a blue alien over there. So let me be respectful. But they, them said, anti-black Barbie. That's interesting. That's very interesting. You were so concerned with blackness, but you got anti-black in your name. So that's the problem. You don't even like you. You don't like you. So why are you expecting your type to like you? Because I'm not gonna let you sit and gaslight me on this good Saturday. Oh, let's see, they've already started to reply. Yeah, you're not gonna gaslight me since there's so many share. Literally, the people that you were talking about, they all have the same voices as you. So I'm sitting there minding my business on this Saturday, doing some editing, and YouTube's like, oh, you wanna watch this video on this? So let's get to it. The lack of representation or support for the queer femme man or whatever it was they wanted to word it as. I'm really tired of the face of gay, the face of queerness, trying to gaslight the rest of society and to say that nobody cares about us, nobody highlights us, no one tells our stories. You're literally the face of gay. Whenever they talk about gay, they talk about you. Whenever we get shown a version of gay, it's always you, people that sound like you, people that look like you. And you all sound alike. You all use the same voice, the same lingo, the same gesturing, but there's no representation. Even the people in your comments saying there's no representation while listening to a person that has a voice that likely sounds like theirs, that has a face that probably looks like theirs, that feels comfortable in their feminine presenting way, in their feminine energy, just like they are. Yet y'all don't have any representation. You don't see the Billy Porters. You want me to list these people for you instead of you doing the damn work yourself. The reality is that since the beginning of time, since the beginning of you being able to express yourself and to be out there and to live so loudly without your life being jeopardized for it, which it still is depending on where you live, but you have always been the face. So now we want to move the goalposts because, oh, well, he's not this type of queer or he's this queer, but he doesn't like these type of guys. What's your issue? What is your issue? The poster boy, the token image, the norm in society, the what's expected when anyone hears gay man. And I don't know, I can usually tell when it's somebody from a younger generation because they don't really know what hardships are when they talk about this representation and the things that they want. Let me see if I can go to the comments of what this person was talking about, because I just want to make sure that I'm anti-black Barbie. I don't even want to know what that's supposed to mean. Let's see, I'll read out my comment verbatim. It says, femme men aren't visible, yet every example of a gay man in media is what? Every gay person that's highlighted and celebrated and paraded is what? The same voice, the same gesturing over and over and over and over and over and over, yet there's no representation for the femme gay men when it's literally the only example we are shown, which is why there are more gay men who are femme because there's, for lack of better words, clones of the same type of gay man. Masculine gay men are challenged because by default you're assumed straight because you don't perform the same as the expected gay norm. We could toss a rock and find 20 black gay men who are the same. There's room for all of us. However, society and the community, there's only you being shown. And more of the femme men are wanting to turn someone out, clock them, and force them to live in the femme man's truth. When the reality is, a lot of our voices don't sound like yours, naturally. And we don't posture and play that role that many just accept. And lastly, maybe we do live in different worlds because the comments in your video seem to echo the same thing that you're saying. And that's just not true. You can find a gay man wearing a bust down, 36-inch wig, whatever, carrying a purse, with his nails done, in any city. You'd be hard-pressed to find a gay man that looks and behaves like me that's been highlighted and celebrated in the media. Because to other gay men, I'm performing something, but I'm not living in my truth. When the reality is that when this camera goes off, this is how I'm gonna sound. If you ever got the chance to be around me in person, this is what I sound like. When I wake up, my voice might be a little bit deeper, but when I walk inside the barbershop, I don't butch up, I don't change up, I don't switch up. Who I am is who I am. I know this message, it'll fall on whoever's ears needs to hear it, but I'm generally speaking to, I'm assuming, and that's fine. I know what they say when you assume, but I'm gonna take that risk. I'm assuming that I'm speaking to one of the younger gays or queers or whatever, because even with that, we don't agree on the same word, the same wording. I personally don't like that Q word, but a lot of y'all wear it like a badge of honor. That's fine. But in another video I made, I asked the question, if this is your definition of gay, why would anybody accept that if they don't see themselves as that? See, the definition stopped meaning who you were attracted to and who you slept with. And now it's all about how you perform, how you act. And if I don't act like that, why would I attach myself to that? Billy Porter, Lil Nas X, Saucy Santana. I can go down the list and give you a whole bunch of YouTubers, but I'm actually not going to do that because I respect my workspace. So with that being said, any of the guys that you have highlighted or that you were watching, I guess that's where the lens, where we're looking through different glasses, because you probably see them as being more masculine than they are. And if that's your coding and your strict requirement for masculinity, then we're already not even talking about the same things. Let's see what's this next comment say. For heteronormative presenting queer people who are talking on anti-fem behavior is absolutely outrageous. I felt like I was listening to white people invalidating the experience of the minority. It's just so disgusting to me. Your voice and Carlos King's voice sound damn near identical. Yet, the voice that Carlos King uses is how most gay men sound. The ones on TV and the ones not on TV. So I don't understand this whole representation thing. I don't care why you need to be represented. Literally, queer femme men or non-binary are not empowered or lifted anywhere. But the bashing and the belittling of femme queer men is so visible. I saw somebody in one of my comments say something about femphobia. My question to you all when you use these words, is it a phobia because I have a preference for something that's not you? Because I don't go out of my way to say F you or F this person or that person or whatever. No. I mean, honestly, when it comes to attraction, you're just not even on my radar because I'm not attracted to that. So it's no need to belittle you or degrade you. The way Funky spoke about EJ and no one checked them highlights the issue in our community. Feminine men are not visible or protected in any capacity. What do you mean not visible? God. Okay, we live in different worlds. It's time for me to check out. I don't even care no more. You got this. Deuces. Okay, so I gotta start again because I just read that message and ooh, brother man was spicy. He got real spicy with me. Well, excuse me, they, them. I don't know what they identify as. It might be a blue alien over there. So let me be respectful. But they, them said, anti-black Barbie. That's interesting. That's very interesting. You were so concerned with black shit, but you got anti-black in your name. So I don't really care for the back and forth. I'm just gonna give you this little two-piece and you can go on about your way. Feel free to block me. Feel free to eat my. Okay, since there are so many, share 5 examples of prominent feminine gay stars who are bottoms, 5 examples of feminine gay black men as romantic interest in TV shows or movies, and 5 examples of famous gay black men in relationships with feminine black men. Double space, new paragraph. Because this era of y'all spouting bullshit unchecked is over. If you cannot provide examples within the last 5 years of all 3, you are getting blocked. Don't fucking play with me. If that helps you sleep at night and stops you from having a heart attack, they, them, please block me. I never wanted to get you this worked up. I literally was coming from a place of how can you be this? How can you not see the representation that's out there for you? The world, when it comes to being gay, when it comes to the tolerance, when it comes to the queerness that you spout so much about, that's how I know you're young. That's how I know you're young. Because the shit that y'all take for granted, just the fact that you even on the internet and being able to say all this stuff so freely, so boldly, you take that for granted. It's nobody's responsibility to show your ideal life in the media. So where the fuck do you come across thinking that you are owed that? So to answer your questions, I don't consume professionally made corn. I can't answer that for you, but answer for me. Why do you need 5 examples for you to be confident as a feminine black bottom? Why aren't you confident in your femininity, in your bottoming, to where you need 5 examples to make you feel good? Based on your video topics, I can tell that you're not your preference, and that's eating away at you. It's wild to me that the world's idea of a gay man is you, but you still don't feel represented. Why? Because you need the men to now start wearing more long wigs. You know, and I'm gonna push back here. I'm gonna tell you that what you're asking me to provide you with, go out there and look for it. Because just like the people would say, oh, there's no good music, all the music today is trash. No, what you're being fed is trash. Search for what exactly it is that you're looking for. That's how I found some of the greatest stuff that I do enjoy today. And it ain't got nothing to do with what was been pushed on me. Something that maybe you wouldn't know about. Because your whole identity, your whole personality, everything that you are leaning into, that was imposed on you. They, them. It took those that came before you to fight for your right to even be able to speak the way that you do, to even have your identity of they, them. It took the people in my generation and the generation before me to give language, to give words to how you feel about yourself. You threatening me with a good time, talking about you gonna block me? Please block me. I know that you don't have the patience, the energy, or the emotional control to be able to have this conversation. That's why it's the two-piece, because you're gonna get this, and you're probably gonna say something back, catty, and then you're gonna block me or whatever, and that's fine. But I'm sure it'll make its way to you. TV shows. And why did, no. I'm not gonna fall for your little trap of, oh, name something within the past 5 years. Who gives a fuck about when it came out? That's my part with you all, is that you have the tools right now in your hand. Do you not know Issa Rae? And I'm bringing her up because she started exactly in the same place that you are, on your goddamn computer. At the very minimum, you have a phone. You got a phone with 2,000 followers. Produce some content that's just enough queer for they, thems, that they'll love, and put it out. That's my challenge to you. Get up off your ass and make what you want to see, because nobody's coming to save you. You talking real tough over there in those comments, going off with your press on. Anti-Black. I'm not even gonna waste my time on this conversation anymore, because you have a problem with you. That's the problem. You don't even like you. You don't like you. So why are you expecting your type to like you? Dumbass.
Talking spicy.